Thank you. Red Show with 1 year. Forsen Joy reaction. Yes, very much so. New cash video. Oh yeah, we never saw that yesterday. But when is it live? When is it live? Cash. Cash is king. I don't even know what to type. I gotta hiccups now. "20 hours ago." Let's see how it looks like.
Hey guys, salut mes amis, och hallå gubbar.
Wow,
Maxime
dude.
here.
What is
it's
this,
a bit
American
ironic
portion?
how we were all hyped for the major, but the new cash reveal for a
Why
non-major
did you
event
fatten
is
me
even
up?
more exciting. Before I go into it, I'm back with Now Drinks, the focus drink
So I
with
don't
healthy
run.
ingredients, no caffeine, no
break my
taurine,
legs,
and
for
helps
the love of
boost your
God.
concentration for when you have longer gaming or study sessions.
Jesus,
The
why
new
is
cash.
everyone
But
have
of course,
ads,
we have
ads,
Volcano
ads,
and
ads.
FMPone on the
They don't
scene
get anything
as
from YouTube
well
anymore,
to
so they
explain
have to make it
everything
in
in
the video.
detail. Volcano, if you didn't know, is a retired pro player but also a map maker, and he is most notably famous for Cash. He frequently collaborates with FMPone, and they worked together on the new Cash, which we are seeing right now. From a first look perspective, the new
It looks
Cash
the same.
looks beautiful, as expected from the early screenshots. But what's really nice is that the layout is almost identical to the old Cash. This, in my opinion, is how a remake should be. But there are, however, some new gameplay aesthetics in there for sure, but let's start with the visuals. It is more exotic looking, greener, and way more vibrant. It almost feels like Aztec in some way. There's a lot of nice and strong
Aztec.
colors for sure. You almost get just happy from looking at it. This probably needs to be toned down because some players like to play with high digital vibrance, just as what Steel said himself actually. But it's important to note that they are taking in feedback right now, so things may change when the map gets released. I'm totally digging the style though. I like it much more than the old version. Performance-wise, we'll have to see how it runs when it comes out. But now let's talk about some of the gameplay changes.
Saturation
Starting
doesn't
with
tell me anything.
A-side.
I know what the
There
word
are some
means,
pretty
but I
big
don't know
changes
what
to
it
the
means in
geometry
terms of
here.
nerd.
The height of some of the props and models have lowered, but most notably, there are many new angles for CTs. One of them allows you to see terrorists passing from default to quad from car. You can also see main from this new position now. These changes are powerful for
Easy to see in
CTs,
shadows.
but I actually like them because when I play Cash on A, I feel almost powerless holding a T rush. You can also molly quad from car now. ESL made that very clear in a tutorial on how to do it.
Oh man, I need I need to watch grenades like molotovs and smokes. Not so much flash because flash, fuck a flash.
At least 50% of the
setups,
time when
you know, for
retaking
those.
A sites. On middle, you now have a small little window with a ladder allowing you to peek from there. This is probably the biggest change to the map, which will make for some interesting CT setups. Middle certainly felt like a stomping ground for Ts. You had to have almost 3 CTs to hold it off. But with this change, CTs will have a better chance of holding them off. I like this a lot, and this certainly feels like an improvement. The self-boost path has been made a lot easier now. I think less skill, less fun in the end, but probably something Valve will appreciate, however, because they're often more open to lowering the skill gap.
Where they make that
The biggest changes to B is the new edge that you can jump onto now, the lamp, which probably won't be that useful if they see you first, and Checkers now has an open roof for nades. Oh, and also that the simple graffiti is gone now. What? There are also many small changes to layouts, but overall, that is the new Cash. It is obviously a very summarized version, and I won't be able to give you a good walkthrough right now. ESL has made a very good job presenting this to us, and I think the show match was very successful. It is so ironic that something like this is more interesting and exciting than the finals of the major. This is one of those moments where you can clearly...
He's the op god, is he not? No? In 2014. Oh. Washed up. I don't follow it so much. I just remember his name. Can I guess? Back He was in 1.62, right? You're washed up. What do you mean? I'm the highest earning CSGO player of last year and this year probably. Okay. Who is there? Is there a guy who has good tutorials for the smokes? Mirage. What do I search for? Grenades. 2019 or grenade setups.
You done?
I'm not done. I will eat a bit later. So don't take it away. Oh, or unless you want it. You want it?
I have this much.
Oh.
I don't want any more.
I don't want. Watch Nothing's grenade video. Nothing. Does he spell with a 0? He does, right? Mirage,
yeah.
Nothing.
You need to come a second.
Alright. 1 second. Alright. Nades for noobs, Mirage, T-side.
Alright guys, what's up? It's time for another Nades for Noobs. This time
Nade for noobs. Now, I don't know about the noobs part, but for inexperienced players.
Nades tricks on, right? So I'm going to go through A, I'm going to go through mid, I'm going to go through B and talk about some of the simple nades you should know. I'm going to throw a couple bonus nades in there because, you know, I like to do that. And yeah, so we'll get started with A. And then keep in mind, guys, for my nades, I use view model preset POS 3. So that's classic view model. You could change that also just by going into your help option settings. And I use
what does that even mean? Oh my god, what is this resolution? Is it 600 times 800?
I use N and I bind it to minus attack. And then so you do something like this, bend N minus attack. And then you're going to want to hit N and space
4-3
when you want to throw a jump throw.
Yeah.
You have to hit them at the same time, otherwise the jump throw won't
That's
work,
what I said.
Right? So for starters, right out of spawn to show you, this is my, I have 2 CT spawn smokes, both are jump throws. So just try to learn, you know, one or the other, whichever one you like more. This one's a little farther away. You see this the little corner right here where the 2 little textures meet, right on the corner. Just gonna hit your jump throw. And that's gonna be a CT spawn smoke.
What?
Now, this one
that was the worst setup I've ever seen.
So this is more if you know, they won't be able to see over this one too good, but just try to learn.
That was very unclear.
Whichever one you like more. This one's a little farther away.
What is it? Like, you want to have it here? Wait, what textures meet? This little stock crash here, and then the height of this one, it's hard to see where
the little corner right
it's
here
supposed to be.
Textures meet right on the corner. Just gonna hit your jump throw. That's
I can't fucking see what he's talking about.
This one lands a little bit
the
more
textures.
Shallow. So this is more if you.
I mean, I can do that with by memory.
Too good,
but it's not like
over it. So this is one I like to throw in pistol rounds.
Like an obvious pixel where you want to place the crosshair. Is what I mean.
Right. A deeper one to throw if you wanted to go all the way in spawn is you come right here. What I like to do is I just come and see this black line right here. You'll start to find it really fast. In the middle of the black line, you can go on a little right or a little left. It doesn't really matter. And you throw this smoke, and this one will go deeper, but there is a caveat to this smoke. So that will happen from time to time, and I'm glad it did. And the reason I want to show you that is because this one way will happen. So it will protect you over here, but there's a chance, and circa Kerrigan auto-sniped like 4 of us from CT spawn when you throw it that way. So what you try to do when you throw this smoke is I will aim kind of in the center of it and a little down on the black.
And you always jump when you throw.
It seems to kick a little bit differently. So I just want
Makes
to show
sense.
you guys there is a way to mess it up.
Alright.
You throw the smoke like this, there's still a
because
little
the
bit
setups
of
are probably
down here occasionally. It kind
easier.
Of through. So a lot of times, like, you just gotta still be careful with your plant. And
alright, this is kind of good.
Maybe I should have found the
yeah, I think I can fucking
like this,
play way better, or play T way better if I can smoke one side and then off
vision.
Up comes so much better because I double zoom, right? I double zoom so I can't see the angle that I'm supposed to see if I single zoom, but if I can smoke that angle,
if you want to know, the normal one is just like this.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Come right here. Right in the opening right here, you'll kind of start to find it. It's not a particular height. Like, obviously, you don't go too high. Just, like, right up the lowest kind of point you could throw. I think if you throw it too high, it probably won't work, but we'll see. Okay, so it still did work. I haven't thrown like that in a while. So, anywhere right here, flush with this wall right above.
Oh, this one was easy. This is easy,
right? Kind of a bonus smoke I have down here. It's kind of hard to throw when you're in the open, but I throw it when this ramp is smoked. And
no throw bind. What is a throw bind?
One is fully darked out. You see this little like line? I fully cover it. Little texture. And throw smoke like that.
Oh, it's a jump throw script. Imagine being that bad that you have to have a jump throw script. Because you're bad at games. I'm not using it. Motherfucker. Motherfucker, motherfucker. One day, baby. Felix the Good, Kamapua, Harry the God X, / and invite Getpen. Thank you very much. Don't listen to the plebs in chats. Here's a good video for smokes in Mirage. There's also workshop maps that you can get to practice smokes on different maps. Yeah, I'm not that tryhard that I'm gonna go into a workshop map, but it makes sense.
Because I believe when you say jungle smoke...
Hello there, boys and girls, Lucky here and welcome back to another CSGO video. So today I have a basic smoke tutorial for you guys for DE Mirage. You really should try to learn all of these smokes before you actually go into a comp game on Mirage, because they will really help you out. But I'd say, let's get it going.
This guy was more catchy.
So our first smoke would be for stairs on A side. Basically you want to hop onto this little ledge right here, get out your smoke and aim in between this little hole, you could say. I'll mark it on the screen. So
alright, I want to see the fucking mid smokes. Alright, I want to smoke off connector. Show me connector. So I can off the house and just do a jump throw.
There's lots of room for error, so it usually works even if you mess up your all of CT spawn. Next up we have a smoke for the mid cross if you want to take mid control. First of all, get in this little corner right here and then throw your smoke at the loophole up there at the cable. And what this will basically do is will allow you to actually cross mid and get behind those boxes. Also, if you line up the behind blue building and the front blue building right here, you can actually aim at the little dirt and just fire through the smoke and you should get a kill on the guy who's usually holding the default spot right there in Sniper's Nest.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Spot right there in Sniper's Nest.
This one was very interesting to me.
Blue building right here. You can actually aim at the little dirt and just fire through the smoke and you should get a kill.
What dirt? What fucking dirt are you talking about? What dirt is he talking about?
You can actually aim at the little dirt and just fire through the smoke and you should get a kill on the guy who's...
Dirt on the wall. I don't see any. What is this? Quality for ants?
You to actually cross mid and get behind those boxes. Also, if you line up the behind blue building and the front blue building right here, you can actually aim at the little dirt and just fire through the smoke and you should get a kill on the guy who's usually holding the default
at the top
spot
of
right
the
there
dirt.
in Sniper's Nest.
The top
now the
of
next
the
smoke
dirt.
is actually for Sniper.
I see that the wall is brown.
Now the next smoke is actually for
dirt everywhere.
Now the next smoke is actually for Sniper's Nest. Get in between the cart and the boxes right here and just throw at the top of the little ledge, as you can see in the video right here. And as you can see once again, the smoke perfectly lands in the middle of Sniper's Nest, blocking off everyone who's trying to basically take a look or take a peek. Right here. Very good smoke, you should definitely do it.
No, but
for
I
our
am
next
the
smoke,
sniper.
we have the underpass smoke. This time just right aim at the top of the ledge right here. And as you can see, once again, it just falls down into underpass and basically blocks off everything that could have been seen previously. Now let's check out this short smoke. This time you have to go to the left side of the card and aim at the top of the antenna up here. Then once again, move up to short, and as you can see,
I can remember.
Blocks off everything that could have been seen from short previously,
that
and
I've
basically
seen so
enables
far.
you to get good mid control without having to worry about the guy on short. Now the next smoke is actually for connector. This one is a hard one.
Imagine
so
for
once
all
again,
different
go on the
maps.
spot as previously. Then you want to aim at this plant and the top of the wooden bar right there.
Wait, what did he say? What smoke is this that he's gonna do now? What smoke is this? Connector.
It's very hard to actually get it down first, but if you mess around with it a little bit, it's a lot easier. I additionally also use my grenade pin to the antenna on the right to actually get another focus point to check for the smoke. Now this doesn't really smoke in connector, but outside of connector. so you will have connector control as long as no one is in connector. As you can see from the other side, they won't be able to peek in, and even if someone is upstairs right here, you can see that he's not able to peek in, and basically you won't get any info or intel on anyone in mid. Okay, let's move on to the B side now. Get into this corner and aim at the very top of the tower up here next to the sun. And as you can see, if we move forward, the smoke will land perfectly on short and will basically block off everyone who has pushed up previously onto short, and will basically now not enable them to get any info or intel or basically kill you in some way, shape or form. The next smoke that we have is actually for bench, so once again, if we are right here in front of BFs, move up to this little pillar or the plank right there, and then aim at the little ledge next to the tower. Once again, if we move out, you will be able to see that bench is completely smoked off, which enables us to actually push out a lot better than we would have been able to previously. Once again, right here from the CT view, he cannot see anything at all. The next plan is very helpful if you want to get a fast plan on B. Move up to the stone door frame and aim in between the little ledge up here and the wooden bar up there. And as we can see once again, if we move onto side, it will perfectly block off everyone who's trying to get a peek, and we can just plant in the smoke onto side, which will give you a secure plant most of the time.
On echo.
Now the next smoke that we have is basically kind of the same and will block off B main or all of B side. So if you move back to B apps right here, move up to the middle of the dark door, and then aim in the middle, top middle of this little window, and then once again up to the ledge of the tower. Then once again proceed to throw the smoke and check the side.
These are so many,
doing the same smoke as before, but at the back of the side. So this will give us a lot more room to work with if we're going for gunfights.
These are so many. Imagine remembering
the next smoke that I'll show you guys will basically smoke off kitchen. Go underneath this little lamp next to the dark door and aim at the same spot as before, middle of the window and up to the tower, and then throw your smoke. Once again, if we check the side, you will be able to see that it'll perfectly smoke off everyone who's trying to get a peek on you from kitchen. And if we move to the CT side, you're able to see that they cannot see anything at all. Now, these smokes are very good, but you can also combine them with through flashes that I will tell you guys, which are no pop flashes, so they will be able to turn around, but you will be able to peek with them, just like that. This smoke, or better said flash, will get everyone trying to peek from kitchen right here, and everyone who's holding from back of short. The other flash right here has to be thrown and run at the same time, and will flash the guy who's holding from the front side of short, right here to the left of the pillar. Now, another thing, let's talk about the CT side. CTs don't have too many good smokes in my opinion, but one good smoke is if you're playing on short right here, you can throw the smoke against this sign, the B sign, maybe combine it with the smoke, and usually it's a pretty basic smoke, but if you get on top of this fence, you can actually get some intel and surprise the enemies. So it's a high risk, high reward thing, so be careful with it. Next up, the typical B smoke, just B apps right into the window right there, and you're basically good to go. Not much to talk about it. You can basically not mess this one up. Now if we go onto A side, there are also two smokes that you should know, but they're once again very easy and do not require a tutorial. One is for the ramp right here, just let it bounce off the wall, and the other one, same for pillars, just once again let it bounce off the wall. So I hope you enjoyed this little video, and thanks for yourself for now, and like a skill faker out.
Not as important as the CT one for me, because I have godlike reflexes, because I aim towards stairs and jungle, yeah. But the CT one fucks me, dude. The guy who stands way back in CT with the AWP, that guy is an absolute fucking cunt with his auto suit.